crapper, Mr. Leonard White, real Godfather, so please subscribe. As much a video me have to do it every time. Share with my friends, comment, like. Rapper crapper, the struggle is alive. Color the intellect so the damn thing connect, right?
What's my beautiful people? You don't know it's your boy Rapper Crapper here with one of the latest updates from Jamaica. One of Jamaica's most notorious wanted man goes by the name of Sh0t man was cut down in a hail of bullet by police. You understand? Spanish one of Spanish town. Done. The one other done. You understand? One daddy badness. Anyhow, listen further. The St. Catherine Sh0t police has reported that the leader of the one order criminal gang who was killed on Wednesday night was among 5 prime targets under the initial being pursued by the National Joint Anti-Gang Task Force to rid the country of organized crime groups. The gang leader was Othniel Laban, otherwise called Tickman, aka One Daddy Badness. Laban was shot and killed in a confrontation with members of the anti-gang task force in the vicinity of 6 Mile in St. Andrew around 10 p.m. on Wednesday. It understood that over the past few days, he switched between multiple safe havens across different parishes as he sought to elude members of the anti-gang task force who were hot on his heels. Listen more. So it has been said in the media that the police went to arrest him on Wednesday morning, you understand, and the thugs them put a resistance. So I say, brawling shoot out to the police them, and the police them have to take with themselves and them couldn't hold on upon him then. But later on in the evening, he was making his escape to go to an next safe havens when the police them take it to them on the street. So I say, and it result in one daddy badness losing his 3 point. Anyhow, I could hear more.
Othniel Laban, known throughout the old capital as Tickman, was a 42-year-old resident of Towers Plain, Spanish Town in St. Catherine, and the undisputed leader of the notorious One Order Gang. He was a person of interest linked to a range of serious criminal activities, including orchestrated murders, extortion, and shootings. Laban exerted significant influence over several communities and operated within a sophisticated network. He was alleged to have had a hand in the murder of 4 men. Orville Reed on Wallen Avenue, Portmore in St. Catherine on May 27, 2024. Anthony Harris, aka Tony Meng in Hill Run, Spanish Town, St. Catherine on July 26, 2023. Plus 2 other men, Andre Dixon, aka Rum Blacks, and Ricardo Gardner, aka Jaja, both in Spanish Town in 2023. Sources say Laban was ruthless when it came to crushing opposition from rival gangs or from those within his One Order organization who failed to hold the order. His primary areas of influence were Eltham, Jobeline, Cedar Valley, James Mountain District in Sligoville, all in St. Catherine, and Mountain View in St. Andrew. Our sources say Laban had a pattern of behavior whereby he left Spanish Town around 5 p.m. daily and spent the nights in Mountain View at the residence of his girlfriend. It's understood his girlfriend assisted with his business ventures. Sources say his business ventures through his girlfriend indicated an attempt to legitimize or launder financial gains from his criminal activities. It's understood that among law enforcement agents, especially those on the Joint Anti-Gang Task Force, Laban was cast as a calculated and dangerous individual who operated with a high degree of influence and mobility. Laban almost exclusively traveled by toll roads, suggesting a calculated effort to avoid detection. Laban was said to have been well connected and operated with calculated mobility, making him a hard target for the police. He was designated a primary threat to efforts by law enforcement officials to curtail gang-related violence and extortion.
So my beautiful people, whenever you know incident like this happen, you know so the street I got tent. You understand? Because you know members of this organization, this criminal organization, them not take it so lightly. But in this case, what can they do? Because it didn't cut down via a rival faction. It was via the law enforcement. So what can they do? Even though we hear say all parade and speculate on the street, the man them say boy them are gonna take it to the station, them are gonna take it to the police, them and a bag of things. Well, that is a bit tricky. You understand? Because when it comes to law enforcement, you have to be careful. Because remember, if you're talking about organization, whether gang organization, bad people organization, criminal organization, law enforcement organization, the biggest gang, the biggest crew is the police. You understand? And when other criminal organizations have no right to do them do, the police have 90% of the rights, especially if them feel like say boy, criminal factions are gonna take it to them, brawling. You see me I say? However, with things like this, you know, say the community them are go tense. Whole lot of people come out on the street and say boy the police them are wicked. You understand? Enough people say boy thick man used to go to church every day, Saturday and Sunday. They must say the youth are good youth. They must say that them man don't even mash hands. If mosquito bite him, them man not kill mosquito. You understand? Innocent, the police them are wicked. You know? School lockdown, because listen what I go on, because I don't know school have to close early because of the tension that is going on in the inner city. Me crocodile tail, or that is going on in Spanish Town.
When our news center arrived, the children could be seen exiting the school compound to make their way home. Principal of Spanish Town Primary, Roger Curlew, says they dismissed early following an assessment of the situation.
Having done further assessments, I had to dismiss a little bit early. As you can see, it's 10 minutes after 10, and the morning shift would have been dismissed at 12 because the tension has risen.
Principal Curlew says he will be speaking with the police leadership before deciding if face-to-face classes will resume on Friday.
For tomorrow, further assessments will be done. Speak with the High Command to see how we proceed tomorrow, and by usually like 6-7 evening, I send out a bulletin to all staff members so that they will proceed into tomorrow.
Meanwhile, a parent expressed fear while picking up her child from a school in the area.
I am so nervous right now. I'm scared for my child. I don't know what is really happening because I got the news this morning. I heard it on the news. And this is very scary for us here. And I don't really know what is happening. What I heard from the news, that's what I have to go with. But
you come and pick up your
yes,
daughter?
yes. Teacher asked me to pick her up because of this violence.
Another parent called for the security forces to intensify measures to tackle crime and violence in Spanish Town.
Measures that can be able to challenge the criminal elements who are written what I would call havoc in Spanish Town. Business people cannot go about their business. Normalcy cannot be restored. So I believe new initiative, new crime fighting tool need to be common stream to tackle this problem that Spanish Town is suffering from.
And a male vendor who has been operating in the area for 15 years says he just wanted to get home.
Everything kind of touch up to me, because the children are not going to high school now, keep, and that's how it go. So I just want to reach home.
Jano Star, the struggle is real. My crocodile tail. Anyhow, people, move on, moving forward. And not just the school have to close early. Right now, Spanish Town come like a ghost town. All of the business them who never close entire today, close early. Who never open none at all today, have to end up close early. Yo, the street is raw. Right now, people stress, people fret. But as me say, it is not that, because it's not like say boy, it's rival gang. Cause you know, so when a rival gang, you go look for reprisal. You know, say tonight and tomorrow night alone can all both na the place. You see me I say, so even though it's tense, it's not that bad as if it was a rival gang do the dirty things. So now my beautiful people, there you go. Let me know what you think about this whole situation. The struggle is real. You understand, youths? We just always like to pass out the right information to youths. You are going to do the right thing in your life. You understand? Because one life forever and one thing gone, you know. So just do the right thing and live right. You understand? The baddest thing enough work for long. It's a short badness thing, peeps. It's a short-term thing. So me I say enough man lucky for past 40, but most of them not lucky for reach so far. Especially enough of the youths somewhere do the badness to the days. Enough of them now reach 30. So youth just focus and understand on doing the right thing. Don't run down the badness thing. So me I say 90% of the time at 25 or 35 to life.